Welcome to this week's Factory Friday. Today, we're updating you on the latest assembly work, including a look at the accessories available through StyroMAX. We'll explore the full range of custom panel thicknesses we offer, from the thinnest to the thickest of builds. Plus, we'll introduce the StyroFAN, a universal electric fan to keep your setup cool and comfortable. You'll also get the breakdown of 3 different effective bonding methods for attaching your DIY build to the subframe. And we'll put the powerful Teroson MS939 adhesive to the test. Let's jump right in.
G'day guys, welcome to episode 3 of Factory Friday already, episode 3, so we're running through them. Hey, thanks for the questions that have been coming in across all of our social platforms. They've been very handy, so we have got plenty of content coming up to answer your composite questions, which is very good, thank you. Alright, so let's check out what's happening with the build here. This is STMA 21220. So now the roof is been fully bonded on, and now it's time for some hatch fabrication. So Gav's been capping the doors upstairs, and I can see now he's just started on the doorway. So he's capping it all up with the Styro Seal LT in black by the customer's request, and he's got the little catch tabs in position for the Styro lock mediums that will take place. So they're all done both sides. We've ended up with a nice flush floor level there, so he's got a bit of backfilling to do with some black Teroson, but once that's done, it'll be time to hang the doors, so we should see that by the next episode. Okay, so in previous episodes we spoke of waiting for the air conditioner to arrive and toilets, so they've both arrived. The Dometic unit there, that's quite common, and then down the end there's the toilet. That one's out of Sweden, so can't say I've seen that brand before, but that's what the customer has opted to go with. So another little side note is a lot of this stuff is available through us. We don't list it on the website so much at the moment, but all the accessories is available to us because we do have OEM or trade accounts with most of the suppliers of this stuff, so we can get it at really competitive prices for you. Alright, now all this stuff here and all the sort of the accessories that go inside the body, that can all be worked out at the design phase of your build with us. So that can all be worked out with our master design technician down in sales, who can help you navigate your way through that process. Okay, look, I've had a question on Facebook sent to us through the messenger service from Gerald. Thank you, Gerald, for your questions. His question is, how thin do these get? Right, so if we look at this build here, it's got 29mm Styro RV RG Plus wall panels. It's got the Styro RV HD Plus 39mm roof and front wall. So that's going to give them a bit more structural integrity and also better insulation properties for the roof. Okay, now the 29mm on the sidewalls is plenty strong enough that it's more accommodating for our Styro trims that attach to it, and also windows and things like that. Even though you can get adapters if you go thicker panel with the sidewalls, you can get adapters for the windows, but the 29mm suits it much better. But how thin do they get? Let's go next door and have a look. All right, Jared, now to really answer your question, our thinnest that we do really is 13mm. Okay, so that's 10mm styrofoam, 1.5 skin either side of that. Now the thickest, well, I'm probably going to say my limiter really is the cutter. Cutter's got a 200mm cut depth on it, so I'm going to say 200mm max is all I want to go. Probably the thickest we've done, or generally do, is 155mm thick. for some deep frozen refrigerated truck bodies, so that's probably the thicker we go. But how thick can you lay? Well, that depends on the height of your ceiling really. You can just keep stacking foam on top of one another, multiple layers, and just keep going. Then it'll become a question of your rubber blanket that falls down over the sides, how much of that's left as you keep going higher. So long story short, let's just say 155mm thickest, 13mm thinnest. Now if we have a look at some of these panels here, look at this one here, that's 18mm thick, so that's done by 15mm foam and 1.5 skin either side of it. This one's 23mm thick, so she's a custom one, that one, so it's 20mm core, which is machining off 5mm from 25mm foam, re-grooving it on our routers here, 1.5 skin either side. So if you look at that, there's 20mm, there's your standard 29mm, there's a Styro Cool product, an 80mm, that's rear doors for refrigerated truck bodies. So there's a whole range of panels that we do custom, but we can also go in between all that as well by either adding different thicknesses of foam or machining some down. Now if we go further into that question and look at the skins, there's 3 different thicknesses of skins. Our thinnest being 1.5mm, that's StyroGlass LT. We've got StyroGlass RG, that's 2mm. And we've got StyroGlass HD, that's 2.4mm thick. Right, so those 3 there, the differences in foam thicknesses available, I think there's about 7 of those, plus we can machine them custom. So your panel is a makeup of the foam and the glass. So the combination of that will ultimately give you your overall panel thickness. So I hope that's answered your question. Got pallet loads of fans going out, electric fans. It's something that we also manufacture here at StyroMAX through a different arm of the business, but not a lot of people know. But we actually manufacture electric fans, cooling fans, automotive cooling fans, right here in-house in Darra in Queensland. So we injection mold the shrouds, the fan blade, and the motors we import from either Japan or Korea. So we've got a 10-inch, we've got a 12-inch version, and then we've got our big one, the big 14-inch version. So yeah, we're quite proud of these. We've been making them for decades. Right, so if you've got yourself a project car at home, or you've got something you want to ventilate with a fan, electric fan, why don't you jump over to our website, www.styrofan.com.au, and you can grab your cooling fan direct from the manufacturer, us. Right, let's head off into the display showroom. I've got another question that needs answering, so let's go. Okay, here we are, into the display room, showroom. Right, so I've got a question that's come off our YouTube channel from Telahun Bella Chew, I think it is, but we'll just call you T because that's easier. Right, so what T wants to know is, can you show us how you marry a habitat cabin to the chassis step by step? So I can't show you step by step in this video because that'd just take way too long. But what I can say is that we have a toy hauler coming up soon that we are constructing from the ground up. So that one will be a step-by-step video. So stay tuned for that one. Now, what I can show you here is the different methods of attaching your habitat box or your caravan panels or whatever it is to your subframe. So I'll run you through those very quickly. We've got 3 versions. So we've got the first one here, and this one's called Styro Top. Okay, so it's just got a sheet metal upturn that comes off your chassis frame and your panel sits on top. Now that one's really heavy industrial, refrigerated truck bodies, anything that's sort of people work in and out of, that type of thing. that's where that version would get used. Over here we have Styro Rebate. So this version is similar to Styro Top, although the only difference is the upturn is offset differently, and your fiberglass skin comes down over the side of your subframe. So again, that's more heavier duty sort of work. Just depends on the look that you're looking for with this. If you want your fiberglass skin to come down and carry over the subframe. So you can see this one, it's only 29 mil, so this is actually a shower wall panel that I've stolen from Ray's production out there. Thanks, Ray. Just for this, to give you a bit of an idea. So, but if you wanted the glass coming down right over the 75 mil frame here, obviously our rebate skin would be 75 mil in length. Okay, and finally, and probably most popular, it's the one that we like, this is Styro Side. So this is where the panel gets connected or bonded straight to the subframe, so straight to the side of it. So very good, covers the frame, you don't see it, you just cap off underneath if you want to, or if you don't, but very, very strong. And of course it becomes fully insulated inside that box. So this is the one that we bonded last week when we were talking about panel joiners. I also mentioned we should do a destruction test against the panel joiner method as opposed to Styro Side. So I reckon we head out the back and try and break some things. Alright, so if you remember in episode 2 we did a bonding demonstration of Styro Side as opposed to a slide-in panel trim. So, and I said, oh, let's see if we can break these next week, which is now. So here we go. Here's Styro Side. When you saw me, glue that. We'll probably put some footage up on the screen there of that happening. And then of course the slide-in trim that we slid this panel into with some adhesive all over it, okay, which I've cut off the excess that was sticking up the top, which was for this demonstration not doing anything. So I've got it clamped in the vise and you can see it's moving, so I would say that will break out of there quite easily, like so. So there's really nothing holding that on. On this face, nothing much happened because we didn't have any adhesive, bonding to it, even though we had heaps of adhesive on the panel that you saw. And then this one, where the trims actually failed first, and then, well, that's just too thin. There's not enough adhesive there, so that's come off as well. Okay, so let's go to Styro's Side. So it's all about contact or surface area here, so I'm going to get hurt myself here. It's either going to damage the panel trying with a pry bar. All I'm doing is just tearing holes in the panel, so the adhesive's not coming off. So it takes some serious force to get this bonding method off your frame. So if you don't believe me, take a look at this. All right, so if I had $1 every time someone's viewed that bit of footage and just cannot believe how incredibly strong the Teroson MS939 is when you use the StyroSide bond. Just destroys the panel before it comes away from its substrate. It's just incredible. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to send those questions in, put them in the comments below, or you can send them to us in a message or on the website. Doesn't really matter, we'll get them. So you want to build yourself your own RV? Here's 5 things that you must do. 1 is subscribe to our channel. Tick. 2, activate the notifications tab. Tick. 3, follow our Facebook page. Tick. 4, follow our Instagram page. Tick. And 5, visit our website and get yourself your own designer's pack so you can start designing your own RV. See you next week.